The faster the progress, the greater the chance of errors.
The future of Belobog shines bright.
We mustn't cling to the past.
Nice. Ronmei. A name that's both new and familiar.
Member 4, Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back!
Of course!
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Jeet. Madame Ronmei doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the... I don't get it.
I heard Miss Ronmei likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them.
Of course! Go find her yourself. She borrowed the phase flame.
Miss Ronmei is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously created a...
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life spiral system. Ronmei is certainly very talented, but she hardly interacts with anyone. She lives like a hermit. Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herta's research partner, Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start your search there.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism. Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens. Oh, really? I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half. Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic. No matter what. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
No. My research area is short stories about toilets. Huh? What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want to say?
You have quite the appetite. All right, I'll give you the recipe. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've entered to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult, but it was touching and enthralling as well. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish. Does that bother you? I believe we will be able to be frank with each other, but that needs time. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I do trust you. This has nothing to do with them. Besides, the more people involved, the more problems there will be. The researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known, so as not to cause undue disturbances. I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them. The researchers in the Department of Ecology should... As the masses depart... Yes.
It's getting late. Where to now?
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experiment. Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, did someone say I'm not doing any private business on the space station? I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that. I'm not hiding anything at all. I won't talk to you if you...
I'll solve the space station's problems!
So, I really can't say anything.
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station, if you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone.
There are so many people. And this seems to be the place.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that it says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for Madame Yu Tintu. Rumor has it that it once created a talking chair. Not a particularly intelligent one, but boy, did it have a sharp tongue. They dismantled it and used it for firewood. Let's give it a shot, shall we? We need to add And now we mix them together. Yikes. Take a look.
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. What's our slogan again? 1, 2, energize yourself, increase your capacity for action, and walk on the path of a molten sheet.
Our creed. Oh, praise be! You don't know? Molten Cheese Tart is Madame Ron May's top fan. This is how it preaches. Though... Oh, let me tell you something, Mister. Since you're so interested, I'll tell you how to secure an audience with the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. You'll need to work hard. You need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ron May has been. If you're sincere enough, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart will show it.
heard Madame Ronmei is very picky when it comes to snacks. Do you know what her favorites are?
I don't know about her, but
So, I really can't.
Did I ask about your favorites? Also,
Ron May likes to listen.
no,
So,
As
Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. But once she arrived...
never fear, the Galactic.
I can't.
So is the little life form Ron?
I am humbled to meet the... What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable...
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses! That was way too risky.
Oh, Molten Cheese Tot says Madame Ronmei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten Cheese Tot says, does Madame Ronmei recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten Cheese Tot says, Madame Ronmei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ronmei. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tot? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten Cheese Tot. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an agent of gray bean paste, would we? Good. You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tot has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable... They both hope to receive Madame Ronmei's recognition and have been... Of course. It's not like we have any followers of gray... all the ones who came here to stir up trouble have been converted by her. This is called... conceptual annexation of taste. It's genuinely puzzling. Love from the creator to her creation? I don't know. Expecting me... Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese... That depends if the... Oh? The Honorable...
You're here. Herta called Skrullum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you. Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check. All right, let's go.
I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, sir. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar will.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe...
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some probability. Member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe... What about you, Ching-Tu? Are you still in touch with her, Wanmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask him to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought him in after all.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Wanmei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
The simulated universe is my home.
I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life...
I probably will. Records indicate he likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the Master Control Zone. Thank you. Well done. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient. There are some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might— The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is— And now my headache. There's much you don't know about the space station, but there is some information I can give you. That place is also used to welcome non-humanoid visitors, and as a shuttle that connects to outer space. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll input your fingerprint. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Buzz.
What's up with this unit? It looks
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome alien species, galactic visitors. High risks permission stat. Class 1, clearance, many esteemed guests. Buzz. Storage, Madam welcome. Buzz. Basement 1, basement 2 corridor, welcome. Conclusion. Assessment, suggestion. Fry leftover.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is prompt. They simultaneously, interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination.
Huh? What's that sound out there? This is the headache Rongmei mentioned? It's just a different flavor.
I'm not one of Rongmei's recognized work. Too much negative energy. Why?
What's that noise? I need to find a place for this little one.
Come on, then.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
The fight is set. Here, the thunder!
I'm on guard. Hit!
Too little. Failed to send you. A blade knows no mercy.
A delicate operation.
You are here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path. I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
The final days that member number 23 Echa spent in the mechanical city. I'm now certain that the outcome of this life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer.
As the protagonist of your own
Not a scratch.
A blade knows no mercy. The fight is set.
Leave it to me.
It's time.
Hit! Nap time.
I will kill. Fail to send you. Savor it for me. I will dispatch you.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
It's time.
Time? Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Unnecessary.
Nap time.
Too little. Fail to send you. Your end approaches. That paradise may be unreal. Savor it for me.
I never imagined there'd be so many of them. Are you telling me to keep going?
Life is countless and varied and full. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the material. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ram-Mei be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, which I thought of one life form.
Sounds fitting. Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ran-Mei has permissions. Permissions grant. Select from the below. This function has been damaged.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become close? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more? Of course, there was Hazy-Rond. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? I must hurry my work.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. Aliens, man with plaster head. Buzz.
Seems like there's...
Permission granted.
That sound's coming from... There's someone in the distance.
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the Have you considered whether the answer to your question... If a question is of no help, then don't... Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are. And I'm aware... My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, that's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication. I can't stand discourtesy. Even when it comes from the real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and build.
Station has an area this big? An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
What surprises do you hold? The fight is set.
You can still walk away. I won't go easy on you.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Naughty children, don't listen. You're in bad shape.
I'm fine.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Naughty child. Nap time.
I'm fine.
Failed to send you.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
I'm okay.
Let's begin.
Too little.
You know nothing of the survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Failed to send you. A blade knows no mercy.
I'm on guard.
Nap time.
to me. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Time for a shot.
Nice teamwork.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Hit! I will dispatch you.
Your end approaches.
Let's begin.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Good.
Fail to send you.
I'm on guard.
Stand down. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Hit!
That paradise may savor it for me.
You'll destroy the space station! Lance at the ready.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Fail to send you.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward! Hit!
Time for a shot.
Time to treat. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That paradise may be savor it for me. I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Well timed. Fail to send you.
I'm on guard.
A blade knows no mercy.
That's better.
I will dispatch you.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Unnecessary. That paradise may be unreachable for... Savor it for me.
You know nothing of the weight behind this. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Nice teamwork.
Failed to send you.
Let's begin.
Lance at the ready.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Unnecessary.
Time for a shot.
Your end approaches. That paradise may savor it for me.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Failed to send you.
Let's begin.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance! Forward!
That's better.
Unnecessary.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Leave it to me.
The creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ronmei.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others, restrained by time and place. Its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step. Just as I did say that if a danger proved too great for you, I would personally step in to confront it. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite. Emotions may be either positive or negative, however, they're still a long way from becoming geniuses. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I take care of them? Perhaps leaving them at the space station is the best choice. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke. Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies, all will disappear. It will make our lives... Thank you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon and won't bother with goodbye. is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. How should I have explained? Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its... However, even... And it was a minuscule step. Just as I had... Indeed. This is how I keep the distractions at bay. I have to admit that research once made me obsessive. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones... I see a human... Emotions may be either... They're still... That being said, do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell... Do I seem irresponsible? The effects of the anti-truth... After all... Over time, if I do not want a secret... It won't take effect immediately. Perhaps you'll remember some that way. It will make our lives... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to... Do you still remember the No Man's Land? I miss member number 55 reaching... I hope I won't meet member number 4. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have anything else you want to say? I find that difficult to answer. If fate allows and you're interested. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore.
the theater of the mediocre. For 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 the theater of the mediocre. You learn to know yourself before your enemy. For the theater of the mediocre. For the theater of the mediocre.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
Commencing support.
This ends here. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
0 points. Call the defense. Test.
Ready for another?
Hope you're prepared.
Does that hurt?
Here to crash the party? Turn it up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
This song's for you.
Relax.
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
May as well kill them all.
More business, eh?
Pretty good crowd. Let's rock!
Stand still.
No more playing nice. Take this! Surprise Venus! Want to see what I can do? Dodge this!
take more than medicine. Nap time.
Let me through! Dodge this!
Move carefully.
Time for a shot.
Don't worry about me.
Let's make it quick.
Truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Naughty child.
Fighting is meaningless.
Let's go.
That'll nap time.
I've no interest in combat.
Time to get vigilant! Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing! Nap time.
Time for mischief! Here I come! Follow hook if you wanna...
Scared yet? Who will it be?
Do you want to enter the Forgotten...
It's getting late. Where to now? Nice.
Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation. Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers. Ah, we crossed paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you?
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't...
She received an invitation from the IPC.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called super smart... However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see Trace.
I think she mentioned something. If only there were some...
Anyway, keep up the good work.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that? I think Herta mentioned Asta. That's right. I think I visited Asta.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich?
I'm not that one.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all... Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure. Oh, you small scale.
These two aren't... This is what I recall before I met Herta, but let me try to remember. This is what let me try to...
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me. A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a... Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not. Adler would be of more. People are growing more and more. Never mind.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. Adler was with Arlen.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I
What?
We're having a walk. So I'm the dog?
They seem to be...
Oh, really? That kid sure is brave. Yes, well, Brother Arlen,
Can you... Let's walk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble.
Will you surprise me? The fight is set.
Let's begin. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
I'm on guard.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Leave it to me.
Naughty child.
Let's begin.
It's time.
I will dispatch you. I failed to send you.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time for a shot.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Peppy! Are you okay?
That's me.
What's up? He wants to ask you something. I'll leave you to it.
Don't worry. I think I figured some. So, which curio do you want to know? That's all you got? Well, have you asked? She's not. Huh. Now that you mention it, let's call it a day.
Adler seem... Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something.
Have you asked the
Huh? No, not this road. No, not this road. My memories of art.
It's been so long, and there's still no.
There's something fishy They're hiding something.
I say, what a.
All right.
No need to be. Though I could.
I have.
See this? I'm not.
Sure thing.
It's happening.
I'm gonna tell you something. Make sure.
Of course.
The multiple disappearances?
Seriously?
Shh! Why are you.
A cute. How's it going? I see. See? Just this. Some research things had settled. Yes. 4 race people were just, however, as you rebuilding truck. Anyway, that's okay, but thank you for the offer. Oh, by the way.
So I did. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the Department of Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense.
Hey, what brings you here? It's all taken. Here's the account. Oh, small scale.
Again.
Here, did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say, what a. I'm no need to be. Though I. See this? I'm not.
Again.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful.
However, I've heard of such a species. Don't get me wrong. I was merely.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species
I figured you'd come to me. I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. The situation. I see. Could you. I'll be honest with you. There's only one clue. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable. The words they used were.
Have you asked the
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
Ah, that's right. Huh. Let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's most likely the truth. I need to go over it from the
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's send me a signal when you...
I think she mentioned if only there was...
Let me describe... Send me a signal when you see... That's not the point. Anyway, keep up the good work.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio, after which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this?
Apologies. Herta did not mention this. Affirmation. We can add.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. If he is truly innocent, based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for...
I remember now.
That's enough. Based on your story, you met with Herta...
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Based on your...
If you knew Herta...
Don't interrupt other people. Based on your story, you met with Herta and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend, and the assignment...
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. However, she did give a thorough description.
True.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary...
Sure. But you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough and the assignment involves a curio that...
I remember now.
That's enough and the assignment involves Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius.
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes, to get more information. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who could help.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking him, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough However, she decided to hold her tongue until...
I remember now.
That's enough However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because...
What could be more...
I agreed for Mr. Ratio to become... It's okay.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful...
I remember now.
That's enough So what's the story? Are you...
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management. Another severe incident would further into...
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, they wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still... Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen.
Yes. I ran into...
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about...
Well, did he?
Adler seemed to have an idea at the time.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No connection? I disagree. There should be...
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being...
No. Don't know the location.
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incident...
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered the space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened.
Huh. But...
That's what's so odd about it. This may not be direct evidence. Then there's ample evidence to indicate...
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that...
We'll see in the main control room.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who, deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard...
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames. And Ifrit, something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. That video will soon circulate.
The destruction.
I'm afraid more than you need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose to—
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage.
This Duke...
If we did that, we'd be at a...
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from
That paradise may be savor it for me. I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
I'm on guard.
Justin, just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Time for a shot. That's better.
I never failed to send you. That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. It's getting late. Where to now?
Not good. This is serious. The security
A list of the missing research.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships.
A list of the
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. I don't know.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology.
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's but it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with—
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then—
True. The keywords we need to investigate this.
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again! Adler, he disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Who said I want him? But if you want to find him, I don't know exactly what he's searching.
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screw'em.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading.
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemies?
Indeed. And First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand.
Tenuous connections. First, Adler's the next angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would, however, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must... The next angle, last, is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human... You probably already know about the fire demon of Fatora. The Duke of the Annihilation. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret. During prior the flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous... Look. The answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving...
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Kal. She was an amazing genius. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. The phase flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Sir Carl had already passed away.
This booklet describes a kind of the kindling of this unique flame. Must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Hurt, if Ifrit is a scion of the
kindling of this unique flame, must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for. And Duke, I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, and Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said, Adler, I believe this word was actually phase. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting, that is the truth of the... We don't know where the victims went, but Duke and the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station.
A splinter, you say? The arrogant try then if...
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use Mr. Ratio. Please go with Mr.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash. See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
The fire is dying.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
Why? This has nothing to do with...
The flame is getting weaker.
What?
See.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessing. It is little wonder that even the scent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness, but next time, expect no intermediaries.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
0 points.
I'm okay.
The fight is set.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward! Hit!
Nap time.
Test.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Unnecessary. Failed to send you.
That'll take more than medicine. I'm okay.
Your answers?
Answer me.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Too little. That paradise may be unreached. Savor it for me.
I'm asking questions.
Test. 0 points.
A blade knows no mercy.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Fail. Answer me.
So this is the extent of mysteries materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Failed to send you.
I'm okay.
Lance at the ready.
Test.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Savor it for me.
Merciful Medicus.
I'm asking questions.
Answer me.
Too little.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Your end approaches.
0 points.
It's time.
Nap time.
Your answers?
Test. 0 points. A miracle.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Hit! Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Naughty child.
I'm asking question. Answer me.
A blade knows no mercy.
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound. It was all thanks to... They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's... Many of them were shaken by their... Yes. This business is over, but there is one mystery. I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when...
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation.
Oh, and...
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic, a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the Phase Flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste. Floating?
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached and pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity your eyes. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called the path of erudition, has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Though even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild. Devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of genius.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find that pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Nice.